Stop interrupting my grinding. I ain't thinking about my wallet. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about
Anybody that comes on my show, we're going to have a good conversation. It's okay to agree to disagree, just as long as we're respectful. Everyone is a product of their own experience. There will be times that you have to experience the pain in order to experience the joy. So let's talk about the experience and let's share the results. What's going on, everyone? It's your brother, your cousin, your nephew, whatever you want to call me, Anthony, and I am back for another review of Love and Marriage Detroit Season 1, Episode 8. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and put up this on disclaimer. Y'all just finished eating some hot food, knowing I don't supposed to be eating it. But anyway, let's go to get this over with. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. It's for my opinion, and it's in my opinion, and everything is alleged. Everything on this video, everything on this channel is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes only, and everything is in my opinion. If you have not followed me on social media, make sure you follow at SAnthonyLofties on all social media platforms. If you have not purchased my album, it's available on all digital platforms. If you would like to become a member, go to www.youtube.com/SAnthonyLofties/join. Make sure you all become a member because tomorrow, on Wednesday, we will be going behind the wall. If you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area or surrounding areas and you're looking for a new dentist and you want to get cleaning, x-rays, hit up Dr. Roderick Cooper at Bello Dental Service. If you're looking to get a smile makeover, use promotion code AL23 and you'll get 30% off, okay? Now, if you all tuned in, I just did the Bell Collective Season 3, Episode 12. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but I actually had to go ahead and do it today because tomorrow I will be having Joshi from Bell Collective. He will be in the building tomorrow. Wednesday, we will be doing the Love and Marriage Huntsville video part 2. So members, y'all stay tuned for that. We will be live at 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, behind the wall. Also, Thursday, we will be talking about marriage. Now, I will have Dr. Kit, and I also will have A.K. Harris, a life coach. So you all have to pay attention to the questions that I asked, okay? Because I'm basically giving you hints about what's going to be going on the second half of Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? Okay. What else we got going on? So before we get started, let me go ahead and put up this disclaimer where I'm put that up. Where I'm gonna take this down first. So I see everyone coming in. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all in the chat. Hey, it's Chrissy time. Y'all make sure y'all follow It's Chrissy Time right here. Another content creator. I see you at almost 700 love. I know we can get her up to 1,000, y'all. So make sure you all follow It's Chrissy Time, okay? Make sure you follow her, okay? Now, before I get into this commentary of Love and Marriage Detroit, if you all are not privy to what happened on Instagram the other day, well, let me go ahead and fill y'all in. Miss Kobe decided that she wanted to go live and talk about the interview between me and Christina. So now, I get that you want to go live and you want to tell your side of the story. That's no problem or whatever. But I felt like you was mad at me a little bit. I'm like, why are you mad at me? Why are you coming at me? Because, I mean, I extended the invitation on your live, okay? If you want to do an interview, you are more than welcome to come on my platform where we can talk about the situation. But I'm not going to you. You can come to me. It is what it is. You and Dr. LaToya. So I'm gonna play a clip of what happened. Y'all, it's kind of funny to me a little bit. Y'all, it is kind of funny, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna play this little one part. Where's that video? Let me go ahead and upload it. Here it go right here. So let's play this first little clip right here, okay?
Excuse me, my cousin said Mrs. Lofties. Christina was not the first selected by someone who was not interested in the show. So there she is again, leeching herself onto someone who was relevant to find some relevance.
Bree Beauty, if you don't want to get blocked, be careful. Be careful here. Be careful. And nobody is being negative. The truth is the truth.
Yes, and
she
I'm
can
only
address the
addressing
truth.
this because I was sent the video from Anthony Lofties and Christina by several people saying that Christina is lying on me, that she's influenced me to be an influencer. She's put me on game. She's introduced me. And I wanted to come here to make sure that everyone knows that that is a lie. That is not true. I am okay, Anthony. You were egging it on.
Now, I don't know if Russell came in the beginning of the video. I think somebody tried to sit up here and say, Anthony, you didn't say something with Russell. Maybe I came to the video too late. I don't know. So, the funny thing about it is that you said my cousin said Miss Lofties. Girl, I don't give a fuck about that shit. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gay. Your point is, I mean, I know I'm not the most masculine dude. It is what it is. So calling me Miss Lofties, that does not get under my skin. Sweetheart, I'm a PK. I dealt with the church my whole entire life. You think calling me Miss something gonna get under my skin? I mean, hey, thank you. It is what it is. I mean, whatever. But so, hey, Auntie Retha, I see you in here, love. So, just to catch Auntie Retha up, Kobe had a lot to say about the interview between me and Christina. If you all don't remember, go back and watch the interview between me and Christina from Love and Marriage Detroit. So anyway, I'm like, calling me Miss Lofties. I mean, whatever, sweetheart. It is what it is. Cause I mean, I talk about your eyebrows. So yeah, I guess we got one on each other, whatever. But anyway, so I asked her, I'm like, okay, are you okay? Like, girl, it was just an interview. So she basically got mad because if you watch the interview with her and Carlos King, which she gave First Lady vibes, basically she said that Christina reached out to her and sent her, I think, a telephone number of the producer of the show. I think she said her and Russell was in Mexico. They was somewhere or whatever. And she basically told, I guess Christina told producers about her, and she told her to reach out to them. So with that being said, I mean, you want to do a collaboration on the show, but my thing is, I said, well, dang, she want to do a collaboration. I mean, the television show is the collaboration. To me, that's my opinion. So to be honest, it felt like Christina basically put you on. That's the way I take it or whatever. Christina put you on, like, got your information to the producers, told them about you. So, I mean, I guess they looked into you. So, anyway, she didn't like that. I'm like, so you're mad because of that comment right there. So the next video that I'm gonna put up, and I actually got a little bit, I think I got like 13 minutes, but I didn't put it up here though. She said something about, I guess Anthony need more notoriety or something. Notoriety? Baby, it ain't from Love and Marriage Detroit. I barely make $40 from Love and Marriage Detroit. What are you talking? If anything, I'm doing you all a favor by talking about the show, just because I feel like I relate to it, because all of y'all are PKs and I enjoy the show. But to be honest, I mean, I don't make money like, baby boy, $40. Like, I don't make that much money from Love and Marriage Detroit. Even the same thing with Bell Collective. I enjoyed the show. Love and Marriage Detroit is not bringing the money in on YouTube. You should be happy that I'm doing a favor by even talking about the show. So, and one thing, this is how you know you're not meant for reality TV. Because you have to learn, when it comes to bloggers, you don't want to piss so many people off. Because those same people that you start having your own lines and stuff like that, those are the same bloggers that's going to use their huge following to sit up here and talk about your product. Baby, my YouTube channel is at almost 3 million views, okay? At almost 3 million. So imagine if you had some kind of line or whatever, even if you didn't like the interview, you could have just sent me a message and said, hey, Anthony, look, I saw your interview with Christina. I like some parts and some stuff I didn't like because there was a whole lot of stuff that wasn't true. But I would like to explain this to you. And I would have been cool. Like, that's cool with me. We can talk about it. Do you want to come on the channel, or do you want to have a private conversation? Because we're more than welcome to do that. So, Russell White was not what's going on. And so she knew she clearly don't know how this works, because nobody knows anyone from Love and Marriage Detroit. The only person that's winning from Love and Marriage Detroit that I see is this man right here, who be looking at everybody like, child, yeah, I'm ready to go. That's the only person that's winning from the show is Bravo. I'm Team Bravo. Because that's exactly how I'm looking at y'all. I am Team Bravo. Because I'm looking at everybody. I was literally looking at her Instagram and her friend Chelsea like, baby, I'm Team Bravo. That's who I am, Team Bravo. Anyway, So she basically stood up here and said something about, I guess I need notoriety. Obviously, you haven't looked at my YouTube channel. Obviously, you haven't looked at the people that I've interviewed in the past. And you haven't seen the people that I'm about to interview from the other shows. But anyway, what is the next video? She said, oh, basically when she said I need notoriety. Hold on. Here we go.
Well, let me know when y'all want to say.
Because before I played it again, I basically put on there, I said, well, you're more than welcome to come on my platform. And she was like, well, no, you picked Christina. You didn't reach out to me and Dr. Latoya. I don't reach out to a lot of people. I didn't reach out to everybody on Bell Collective. Kobe is so nasty and so rude. Nene voice. I thought I would like Kobe, but she's too catty. Somebody else said something. Bravo all day. You're right. Somebody said Team Bravo, but I am Team Christina. And y'all know I don't even like to pick teams like that. Bravo, you need to stay a friend of the show, okay? Do not become a main cast member because basically you winning without even being a part of the main cast. So somebody said yes, Bravo. Tell her, Anthony, that was very classless what she said. Anthony, you're wonderful and I enjoy all your videos, chats, and conversations. We're one happy family over here. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. And thank you, Auntie Mildred, for the super sticker. I appreciate that, love. I think Kobe jealous hearted. Kobe needs to grow up. She's very childish. I was rocking with Kobe, but now she's finna lose me with this mess. Okay, so let me play this next clip or whatever, and you can go see it for yourself. So here you go.
Well, let me know when y'all want to set the day. I guess my page need more notoriety. Well, no, Anthony, you went with Christina, boy. That was your hand-selected pick. You ain't contact me and Latoya. You went with the people's choice. The people's choice is Christina, which is a liar.
Good. Glad for him.
So, are you mad? Like, you really are pressed. That's why I'm asking you in your chat, like, are you okay? Like, girl, you really are in your feelings. I mean, and then the next one, she was like, I put on there, I said, look, my platform is for everybody. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome to come on or whatever. We can have a conversation. And she tried to say that she don't do things in retaliation, I guess, because of, I guess to go back at Christina. But here you go right here.
Anthony, I'm going to have to pray on that because I don't like doing things out of retaliation. That is something that the Lord has been working with me on in this year of 2023, my Lord. I cannot do things out of retaliation. I got to do things.
Don't try to bring the Lord in this now. Leave my Lord out of this. Because this is between me, you, and Christina. Then you try to sit up here and say, are you going to go back and report to Christina? Hold up. Okay? I don't got to report to nobody, which I did talk to her in the DM. Like, what's your problem? You mad over the interview, sweetheart? Then you go interview with another blogger. Because you really, for what you don't want to be, you should be. You need some communion? Here you go. You need communion? That's what you need. You need some communion right now. Or do you need a Snickers? Russell, tell your wife to repent. She need to repent right now. You like to pray so much, go pray for her. Whose voice is higher, Kobe or Anthony on the show? Anthony. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I'm not beefing with you, love. I don't got nothing against you. But you can't say you don't do things out of retaliation, which I understand you wanted to tell your side. But coming at me a little bit, and then when I went live, Chelsea was like, her friend Chelsea, oh, she didn't mean such and such. Why you on my page? Are you her spokesperson? You the mediator? I didn't ask you what she said. So you stay over there talking to her and her cousin or whatever y'all want to say. You don't got to talk to me about shit. That simple. An interview is not retaliation. She's tripping. I mean, she's more than welcome to come on if you want to. But hey, I hope y'all get a second season, because if y'all get a second season, I heard everybody not talking at all. And Christina did not tell me that. I got ears in Detroit. Because from the information I got, I heard you begged to be on the show. Just saying. But who am I? I don't know that much about reality TV though. I'm just a blogger. So anyway, let's go ahead and start this off with Love and Marriage Detroit. All right, pick up with Christina and Latoya. Christina was trying to explain everything to Dr. Latoya, but basically Dr. Latoya wasn't believing. She just didn't care. Christina, you have to learn that you have to stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. So no matter what you say or what you do, they will not believe you at all. All right. Kobe said they need to have a group or whatever. So the next scene, they went to Dr. Latoya, Anthony, and basically everybody was going over to Dr. Latoya and them house to get on the bus to go to the house or whatever. So Bravo, and we meet his beautiful wife, Lakita. Hey, Lakita, how are you? I know you're laughing at me right now, but let me go ahead and put this thing up. Anyway, so everyone was up, and basically, we met Bravo and his wife. They decided to play the black version of Taboo. It was men versus women. It was cheating because they had Anthony on the men's team. He was supposed to be on the women's team. Anyway, they went to the house, which it was a nice view. Somebody said, I'm sorry. Kobe sounded like a hit dog with holla, LOL, shake my head. Put your banner up now. I just put it up right there. Okay. Lakita and Bravo, they talked about the brunch or whatever, and Brandon and Christina, they was talking about how it's gonna be a little uncomfortable. Russell, he cooked the food, which that food did look good. And Brandon said he wants to apologize to Kobe. Brandon, what you should have said, Russell, is it okay for me to talk to your wife? That's what you should have said. Well, I don't want every bone in your body to be broke, so you probably did right. What is she talking about? She just did what she got is happening with her. That's the problem. God don't help us. What he do is deliver us from our issues and situations. You right about that, Auntie? So Brandon said he wanted to apologize to Kobe. Kobe said that the trust is broken. Brandon said if they are invited to 33, Brandon, that was a little shady. You didn't even have to bring up the birthday party. You just brought up not being invited to their 32 birthday party. But it's okay, Brandon. It was funny though. And so Christina, she bring up the brunch. And Dr. Latoya, she apologized. That was a little side ass apology. Anyway, Bravo to the rescue. Bravo was trying to calm everything down. I know Bravo just be like, man, I just want to eat my food. Let me get to District 78. I said, he like, man, I'd rather be home making some money to deal with this BS right here. And no cameras in the world that's gonna have me doing all of that, okay? Anyway, y'all know Bravo was at the table again looking just like that. Anyway, what else happened? So they brought up the whole thing about Brittany. Anthony said, let's call Brittany or whatever. But you all he tried to sit up here and say that Christina was looking like scared or whatever. You all have to understand, it's this thing that they call ICE, okay? ICE. So normally when production tell you to ice it out, that means you have to be quiet. You can't say anything. What they do, they capture your facial expressions. So that's why I tell y'all that when a person be talking and you see a person doing like that, you have no idea when they got that facial expression. 9 times out of 10 probably mean absolutely nothing. Bravo, but somebody said Bravo probably tied up their petty. Right, Team Bravo. Okay. After that, what is it? Kobe asked how everyone was feeling after the situation or whatever. Kobe, you know everybody tired. I only know why you asked how people was feeling. Russell, you should have said something to Kobe the same way you tried to say the same way you tried to stop her from talking at that little picnic or whatever, that little anniversary thing. You should have sat up there and told Kobe, don't answer that question. Stay in your lane. Brandon said he don't think there was anything said. Okay, Brandon, I got to get you right here because they asked you at the table, are you and Anthony still cool? And you said you don't think there was anything said that would make them not be friends or whatever. Okay. Then, but what's confusing then in the confessional, you sit up here and basically said that you can't be cool with somebody that do such and such. So now I'm looking like, dang, Brandon, so which one is it? Anthony's lying and that publicist is lying too. I believe it too. I honestly think the same thing because even Bravo was like, the common denominator is Brittany. So, and even I think he said in the room with Lakita that Brittany is lying or something like that. I think Brittany is lying, but you never know where that conversation kind of stemmed from. So, anyway, then the conversation said he can't. Yeah, okay, I said that part. So everyone talking about the last night or whatever. Lakita, Bravo say Brittany was lying. They went to Chateau Chanel. Lakita say Russell is putting Bravo on to So yeah, Lakita said that Russell is putting Bravo to shame when it comes to cooking because I guess Bravo don't cook. Lakita, you got a whole restaurant. Girl, them lamb chops look good. You better go tell him, give me some stuff to go. Cause honestly, I want to go get some of them lamb chops. Cause those lamb chops did look pretty good. All I know is when I get there, I've been not waiting no line. I want to be able to skip, let everybody look at who the hell is that. Don't worry about that. I can get in. Anyway, Russell asked how do they feel, and Kobe Kobe, you should have told Russell, stay in your business, stay in your lane, come back over here. Don't worry about that. She said Kobe, that was the first time that Russell, I guess, had a back or whatever. Anthony tell Russell to sit. The seating arrangement. So they went to the little thing. It was a whole seating arrangement. Anthony was like, Russell, sit right here. You want him to feel you again? Did you want Russell to touch? It's like, hey, bro, stop. Do you want to grab him? You want him to caress your shoulder? Look at my body. But anyway, who else? Christina tell Brandon to slow down when he was drinking. Brandon probably a good time when he drunk. Because they played the flashback. The problem with Kobe is she's not ready to be Pastor's wife, and she is, I think, jealous of Christina. I can see that. Brandon, you are bothered by the ish Anthony did and said, okay. The publicist hasn't changed her story. We shall see. What else happened? Kobe had Dr. LaToya with some content because she was looking lost. Bravo talked about the showcases coming up. Anthony said that he wanted to bring Lyrique on the show. And Bravo asked, is that still a problem? Is that still a problem? I don't know what's the situation going on with Brandon and Lyrique, but Brandon basically said that Lyrique was trying to come up on his clients or whatever. I mean, does Lyrique have a artist development company as well? Like, I'm kind of confused on that. Maybe we'll see it on this next episode. But that's all they kind of gave for this episode right here. So I'm gonna let y'all come up and we're gonna take a break. And there go the link right there.
Can we go back to that place where we?
All right, Auntie, how are you, love?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Kaylin, I see you. How are you?
Hey, babe.
All right, go ahead, Auntie Mildred, it's on you.
I couldn't wait for this episode. Let me tell you what. I was already stirred up with Kobe Cat. And that's right. I said it. I said it. She comes across as a Kobe Cat. And she comes across as very jealous, in my opinion. She does. She acts like she's very pressed, like a panini. Over Christina. She is giving those traits. But let's just say this. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Okay? But she's coming across and she was real messy, Anthony. I mean, and I don't think reality TV is for her. Because, okay. And one last thing I want to say. I do not like it when people act all kinds of nasty and then want to backpedal and coochie pot from the 99 to 2000 with some, I got to pray about that. No, be who you are. Sit right there in that nastiness. Don't start that fake church stuff. That is it. But I'm so sick of her. She ain't cut out for it. I think she need to go rest.
You're right.
Anthony, I hope you don't get no text from Russell that he's gonna break your bones.
Go ahead, Kaylin. It's on you.
Oh, she said the text from Russell. You might be sick. I just caught on. I was busy. So listen, with Christine, with Kobe even reaching out to say anything on the live, I feel like the whole approach was just given extra parched. Nobody even look how many people actually watch when we review the show. That's how you can tell what show is really popping by the people that review it. But she got a problem with Christina. Apparently, I think she's jealous of Christina, and she was like, she got mad because Christina went do the deal or whatever with her. Listen, the show was a deal. That's the dang gone good deal. As a matter of fact, what you want that girl to do? Buy a burger and bust that down with you too? My God, she tell you, Kobe need to shut up and pray.
You're right.
Shut up. Yes, she
do.
do.
It's something about Dr. Latoya's face. I still don't like her, so I'm gonna move on. It's just something about her face. I always look like she bothered. I don't like a person who always got a
bitch
problem.
face. It's resting, you know.
Oh,
face.
and then her eyebrows always look like she tried to draw them on, then said never mind. Like it's just always a bunch of mess with her face. Now, I want him to stop apologizing to Kobe. This is his second apology. Actually, his third. I want him to stop apologizing to this lady. All you did was he act like he called her. I mean, if y'all all that apologizing over Kobe Cat, child, can't nobody really. That's why she's so upset with Anthony. She got a bad case of the can't take. She can't take nothing. Everything she has to apply. Everything is pressure for her. Some stuff you just got to, baby. Who cares? And then I hate to be the one to say it, but when that what's her name? What's the lady name? The publicist.
Brittany.
When Brittany sat down to have lunch with Christina, she did tell Christina that Russell and his wife was not mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
She told her that. So I love me some Christina, but
I think it's more to the conversation that they just didn't put up there.
Either it's more to the conversation, but that lady said at that table, Russell and his wife was never mentioned.
But Christina said she got a text message from her too now. So
I want to see the text message at this point. Because I remember at the meeting she said it wasn't never said. So somebody lying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, Aunt Maritha.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to unmute her. Go ahead, Maritha. It's on you. Maritha, your device is doing something. Hello? Maritha, unmute your device. There you go.
Now, first of all, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And Anthony, why were you muting me? What was I
Because
saying?
it was some type of noise, like clicking noise that kept on going on. But it's not doing it anymore right now.
Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you. I just needed to understand for myself, These people, I tell you, I have never met so many grown children, adult children. All these people on all of these reality shows by Carlos King are still stuck somewhere between 8th grade and their senior year. Like they don't know what to do. The problem with Latoya and Saucy is she's a frustrated wife. If you get what I'm saying. She know her husband is not living his truth.
Hey, Maritha, they say you sound a little muffled.
Oh, okay. I know what it is. Just hold on.
Okay.
Power off. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yes, so much better. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, real good now.
Okay. Okay. Did you know what with Latoya? I call her Jane Hathaway off the Beverly Hillbillies because she is just so bored. She's so plain. She's frustrated. Her husband is not living his truth, allegedly, in my opinion. He's not being his truthful self. So when we see him act like a little Mitch, that's him. For real. I don't believe he's allowing it to come out now. Because from what I'm seeing with him and Brandon, he keeps this whatever's going on with them. He's the one that's antagonizing Brandon. actually.
Mhm.
And the other ones is like they don't want to take, man, well, I don't want to take sides. But if y'all friends, when you real friends, y'all, you don't let one friend do what Saucy is doing to Brandon. And see, Brandon is restraining himself. I watch him. He's restraining himself,
Mhm.
from just really actually just putting pause on Saucy. And so, see, Sauce and his wife, they frustrated in their life, so they got to get somebody to feel the way that they're feeling. And with Kobe, I don't know, Kobe just seemed like one of them girls in high school that everybody liked, and she was going with the captain of the football team, but she was kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just, tried to pitter patter around her feelings and stuff like that. And she has grown to me, it's like she looked for she
Validation.
create problems, and then she want to play like Portia. Who say that? That's and she's whiny. She don't want to be a pastor's wife. That's one thing. That's the main thing. They had other little things going on, but when he sprung that pastor, he wanted the Lord done led him to be a preacher. He lost her. He really did, because she said, "I'm not," in her mind, and we saw it in her eye. I ain't ready to be no pastor wife. Now, then she mad about what Christine did with her prayer tea party. You want to get back out there on your own. Everybody and Bravo seemed like he is the only one got got good sense, thinking clearly. Cause
Mhm.
Russell is trying to, you know, for me, you don't try to be something, you just is. You
Mhm.
just is. And I can't say I don't know. It's just some kind of vibe with Russell and Chris, with Colby. And I don't question nobody's where they are in God and anything like that. I never question that. But when I see something, I be observing.
Mhm.
And these two, they're struggling within themselves, and they're struggling against each other. So they got a little struggle going on with and within their own relationship, because I really don't believe those two people talk about, you know, what they don't seem like they don't really communicate to me.
Mhm.
So yeah, um, so as Saucy and Miss Hathaway, they bland. They bland. So and Russell and Colby, I don't know. I'm confused about that one. And Brandon and Christine, for some reason I like Christine. She remind me of Kenya Moore a little bit, with the little shade and stuff like that. You know. I like that. I like her. I really like her. So I'm gonna give it. It's okay. It's something to watch.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
right? They got 2 more episodes left, and then they got a 2-part reunion.
I hope they get
Yeah.
somebody to draw all them eyebrows on before they come back on.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Gotcha. Let me go ahead and go to Hey Jackie, how are you? Then Latoya, I'll go to you next.
I'm
Sure.
good, and you? Hey, panelists.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
It's my sister fan.
Hey. um. Okay, just real quick here. I know that Anthony gonna be like, "Yeah, you said auntie real quick." Okay, I agree with everybody what they were saying. This is what I really want to know though. Um, do Kobe still have like some animosity or some type of hatred or something else that's going on with Christina?
Oh.
I
I
mean,
mean,
because for
I
her
say
to come,
right now, from what I was told, that none of them are on the good path right now. I heard ain't nobody
oh,
talking.
Mm, that's sad.
okay, so okay, well then let me knock that one out then. Okay, because this is what I feel. She shouldn't have even came on live, um, discussing this
your live with Christina. She should have took it to Christina if she had a problem first. Even though I know it was your platform, but everything really was generally directed to her because she's saying, hey, she don't know what she's saying. She's telling a story. Then you should have addressed it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, let's see here. Oh, the publicist. Now, this is what I wanted to know. Christina was sitting, everybody was sitting there listening to her
Okay, hold
live.
on. Who device is vibrating?
That's what
That's
I want to
me.
know.
Okay, I stopped it.
Marisa, what you got going on over there? What you selling?
Right.
Them
That's
bracelets over
personally,
there.
girl. Let me mute.
What you got?
Bracelets over there.
You got some, it ain't no Girl Scout cookies. What you get?
Some good cookies.
Oh Lord, Marisa, that's it. Never mind.
And I'm
I
sitting up
take
there
it back.
looking around like, is it my phone? Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to know was, okay, so when Christina was sitting there with everybody at the table and the publicist was on the phone, why didn't she say something then? If we all heard it, saying that the Russell and Kobe didn't have nothing to do with it, didn't have nothing to say or whatever. Why didn't she say something then?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
And then also too, what does Anthony do? Please tell me. What type of
That's
hat
what
is he
I
wearing?
want to know.
I don't
Secretary,
know.
producer.
That's what I want to know because he's always so quick to tell Brandon, make a star. It's like he's always talking down to Brandon. So I like to know what he do.
Me too.
Outside
I'm
the
on
movement he's trying to create.
What did you say?
That the men's initiative, mentoring, that's the only thing he says he does, but we don't see any guys or meetings or like we don't see anything. But that's all he talks.
Okay.
What
So I
was
wonder, is they over in ATL where he trying to get back to?
Well, he say he don't work with all the people, baby. He got savings, y'all. I don't know. Say something that somebody was calling on him. I
He's
don't know.
living off Dr. LaToya money. That's why when she says sit down, he said, "You want me to cross my legs?" Cause she put me
Oh
my
no.
God.
Anthony, I'm sorry, but Anthony act like he fighting to get his high school sweetheart back or something. Like he just broke his heart or something.
Well, so what kind of work do he do, Anthony?
He drive Uber.
He does operations for Live Nation.
Where's that located?
Well, what's operations? What
I mean, I
operations
don't
he
know
do?
what operations is. That's just what he
I
told
want to
me.
know what operations he do.
That
That can be anything. Operations
he could do
can
that
be like,
remotely. He don't have to be in Atlanta like that.
I'm in operations right now. I'm operating my devices.
Oh, girl, you know what? Kay, that don't even sound
That's
nice.
like somebody saying. That's like a nigga saying he work construction.
Mm-hmm.
Where you building at? What site?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Let me go to LaToya right quick. How are you, LaToya?
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so I don't understand why LaToya is so invested. Like they got so upset about Brandon making that statement to Kobe, where they came outside to amp him up, but then it lingered on to where it was like she picked the bone with Christina, and it wasn't even her issue, and that's what Christina told her, And so it's like they just so invested trying to make something out of nothing, and when Anthony tells Brandon, I can't trust you the way you move. And then you come and invite this guy before you even told him, I want you to help me out on this, project or whatever. Well, I'm working with your boy Brandon. I heard y'all had some issues. Then smiled about it. Then you want him to come be a part of it. And then when Brandon tells you that, he got a problem with him, he was trying to, slope his clients and this, that, and the other. He's talking about that's a part of my team. I need him here, trying to justify when he knew that it was a messy situation. See, that's the kind of slick, backslide, can't trust type person that you don't deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
When you think about trying to do stuff, and like they all said, our money's invested. He ain't invest no money. You know, he's just trying to, put his name on it and tag along. And so why would you bring somebody to an event where you're trying to establish and try to do this not more, one time, but continually, doing events like this and branding yourself? Why would you bring somebody that is going to start commotion? I can't be comfortable at my own event because I'm thinking he's going to come over and talk to everybody behind me or badmouth me while I'm out here trying to, network. It's just a slimy move. And I didn't like that when Anthony did that, And as far as Kobe and Christina, I don't feel like it's that deep. I think that Kobe doesn't have anything going on. She's trying to get into, the social media and entrepreneur space. And so, she's kind of trying to, as she's been mentored on the back end, it was fine. But now that she's, getting a little limelight, it's like she used that little piece to try to separate herself and to try to establish something on her own. And I think that has a lot to do with maybe the way her household is set up, because even when her husband told her after the fact that he was going to, take on this other possibly deacon role, whatever, she had to still go sit down with her parents. Like, is this okay? Should he do this? It's like she still needed a second opinion, like the other woman said up here. Like, she can't think for herself. It's always a validation type situation versus her just having the power and the confidence to just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like she has to have second opinions about everything. And I think that it shows up. And even when discussing with her husband, it's set in stone. You're not going to change it. I'm not going to have this conversation with you about it. Like, he just shut it down. That's like the reverse role with Latoya and Anthony, that it's like she wears the pants in that household. It's like we know, because she's more of a serious side, and I guess it's probably balance it out. He's more jokey and whatever. But when it comes down to the final say, she got final say so in the household. And I think
yes,
in their relationship, when she basically corrects him, about his demeanor in public, or even when in their household around the kitchen table, the kitchen island, and they were having a conversation, his whole demeanor, like, who is this Anthony? We don't know him. You remember the scene where they said on Housewives, when they Mark finally came around, said, "Okay, Ken, we like Ken. We don't know Kenya."
Yeah.
Because Mark got Kenya together, it's like, okay, yeah, okay. That's the same thing with Anthony. When his wife is saying this and saying that, and when he took that job, he said in Atlanta, a big, big, big opportunity. I don't see what a compromise to where he couldn't fulfill that. When she said, "Bring your ass home," he came home when she was talking about, okay, this not gonna work. We're gonna get a divorce. I'm over here single parenting. Like, he just came home. Like, it was no compromise there. It was like, she had enough. I'll let you go play a little bit. Now come on home and sit down. And he did. So, but I just feel that Brandon from the start kind of had got a bad rep as far as not telling his wife about working with, and then Kobe blasted. But I like Brandon and Christine. I think that they
I
are
do
one,
too.
despite how it looks on the outside and what people may judge them about, I think it's being authentic. Because if I call the studio and you over here, because I know you my man, I can tell in your demeanor, I can tell in your tone that something going on, something ain't right. Like, and they showed it,
He was dry.
She didn't get on the phone like, hey, honey, trying to pretend or none of that. She's like, well, why you can't talk to me? Like, she just asked, And so I like their dynamic. I don't want them to become what you want to call the target couple, because they do show a lot. So everybody else is not talking about themselves and what they got going on in detail in their household. It's more surface level, but they want to pick apart every little thing that they do, and if they do that, they're the ones making them the it couple, good, bad, indifferent. But you're giving them more to talk about, more to shine. But I like it. I think it has room to grow, you know. I hope that some of them break back some of this picture perfect, you know, image and just be them authentic selves. And I hope that some of them don't get the big head though, and you know, change. Like, stay who you are, Brandon and Christina. Like, stay who you are. I mean, of course, you're going to evolve, but stay your authentic selves. Don't get the big head, you know, because of this or that. But other than that, I like the show overall. You know, it's new, it's fresh. Just some of their accents, demeanors, you know, I like it.
All right. Thank you so
Anthony, can I
much.
ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Did you see the the reel that Brandon and Christina have out?
Is it a new?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's like she might be advertising for some kind of jewelry company because
Yeah, you
it
talking
was
about Harper Ray?
yeah.
Harper Ray Jury,
Yeah, it's really nice. It's you know it's sultry, sexy. It's giving those kind of vibes. It's really nice. Yeah,
And
Where
to
did you see that at?
my thing,
I
please.
saw it on what was it? Was it? I was watching something on YouTube, and you know when those reels come across. I,
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. I saw it there on some either no it went Instagram. So it was like on one of the reels that come across on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Can I say one more thing, please?
Go ahead.
I agree with the copy Kobe Cat situation, because out of all the businesses that are in that town, you go and try to get the same brand deal as your friend and not even have a discussion like, oh, because I'm sure, you know, Christina's talking about these things. So it's kind of like she went behind her back, like Anthony did, and tried to, you know, snatch some and start some drama. And so it's like, are you really friends? Because why wouldn't you have that dialogue with your friends saying, are they, you know, are they open to new partnerships? How would you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Since it
Mm-hmm.
seems easy to get, you know what I'm saying? But if you feel some type of way, or if you want to just really establish yourself there, you know, I'll go find somewhere else. But why does it have to be the exact same brand? It just, that's why I feel like they're coming for them, you know? And Anthony's coming for Brandon, because Brandon is the reason Bravo was pulled in the situation when they went to his club, you know?
I mean, to be honest, if anybody's showcase is gonna be, it's gonna be Bravo showcase because he's providing the venue. So, I mean, everything could have moved without Bravo. Let's really be honest.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he
But
got the setup. Go ahead.
no, what I'm saying, but Saucy is doing he doing some real nasty ish kind of stuff. You know, that's what you expect from a real ish to do something what Anthony is doing, and he's doing it, and when he purposely do it, and he waits until he gets in front of the guys, to say something about it. And when he
Mm-hmm.
said it, it's almost like he daring, like he walked up on Brandon. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm like, and
And then let me
it
look in
seems
his
like sometimes they be holding back, because I don't know, just my opinion. Brandon looked like he could be back that life a little bit.
All
You
I
know what I'm
know is
saying?
all I know is when Anthony walked up, I said, "Kiss him." You just go ahead and kiss him. You know you want to kiss him. Let's just go ahead and get it over with. Lord, Brendan,
I
please get
mean,
this man a kiss. Like I know you not gay, but just give him what he want. Like,
But I mean, who friends gonna say, because you know it's kind of that 6 feet is tense, don't get in my space, I don't know what you want. And Brandon says, no, I want to look you in your eyes, man to man. I'm trying to do what's best. Like, lied in that man's face.
I
You
don't know,
know,
but walking up in my face, you ain't gonna walk back the way you came. The
that's
way he
scary.
walked up. Mm-mm.
That's
He would
scary.
have
And
got
say, my brother. That's my friend. Mm-mm. You don't need friends like that.
Mm-mm.
Well, reality is a good way to show who your real friend, if they were ever friends in the beginning, to show how friendly we were. Because now I don't understand how any of these people on this show were friends, just like on the other,
Right?
uh,
Freaking bad.
because,
I'm curious. I want to know the other couples that they interviewed.
yeah, because you got too many adult children.
And it may be true. You say they're not talking right now. Well, they've had that
Mm-hmm.
reunion, and so I'm sure
Yep.
it's flared and all of that. And so
Mm-hmm.
it seems like they're not ones to let anything roll off their back. They hold on to it.
I
So
know Bell Collective. They filmed their reunion on Wednesday. I think it's sometime this week. Bell Collective is filming.
mm,
Um. Well, y'all, we coming up on an hour.
Woo.
JC, you the last person I'm gonna let up, and we will end the call. How are you, love?
Hi, I just wanted to offer maybe just a difference of opinion when it comes to Kobe.
Go ahead.
I think my heart kind of goes out to her because she's a PK. I know they all are, but she's also significantly younger than the rest of them. And
Mm-hmm.
we got to remember that the church is very misogynistic. If you remember when it first came on, she was very adamant about the fact that she didn't want to be a preacher's wife, not necessarily because she didn't feel like that was her calling, but because of the experience of her parents. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think her husband models a lot of those misogynistic tendencies that come out of the church, where the woman has to take a back seat to what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. You don't have an opinion. You do what I say, go along with the plan, so on and so forth. So I think what we're seeing from her is that she's trying to find herself, not only just in her marriage, but in her life in
Mm-hmm.
general. I think when you've been a PK, especially a girl PK, your dad and your mom, you see a lot and they control a whole lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think with the situation with Christina, I think because Christina is more free, even though she's a PK, she's a little bit more open. She's a little bit more in tune with who she is as a person. And I think Kobe probably genuinely desires to have a connection with her. And I think when it turned into something else, or when it was suggested by Brandon that her motives were not sincere, I think that's when she can't articulate her feelings. It's
Mm-hmm.
very trauma driven. It's like you start crying because you don't know how to speak up for yourself. So it becomes an immature way of dealing with things. But I think that's just because of her experience that she grew up in the church, and what's being modeled in her marriage as well. Because her husband is very misogynistic as well. He definitely comes off as very demanding. And Christina said it in her interview, like, they were friends, they were cool. She looked at her like a little sister. And I think when she tried to venture out and do something herself with good intentions, and it became presented as something else, and they weren't able to talk about it themselves without everybody else jumping into it, I think she lost control of her emotions in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can see
Okay.
that.
But it's hard being a PK.
But
It's
you know what?
really
I would love to see her talk more about why she don't want to be a PK. I mean, I
a
would enjoy
preacher's
watching
wife.
her. Yeah, I would enjoy that.
I think, but you know what? I think it's because she kind of alluded to it a little bit, and I think if you've been in that situation, I think what she probably saw her mother go through, as a result of that. Let's remember, Detroit is like heavy Kojic, heavy apostolic. You know what I mean? You can look at the Sheards and just all of them and what their family structure is, and it doesn't leave a lot of space for the women to venture out on their own. And I think she's struggling with that. I think that she's seeing that may be a repeat cycle in her marriage, and that isn't what she really wants for her life. I think she's really trying to find herself. Like I said, she's 30. So I think a lot has been forced upon her, and she hasn't had the opportunity to really develop and speak and have her own individual voice, whereas Christina is like, bump it, I'm gonna do and say what it is I want to say. You know, she has a strong sense of self, and I think that's something that Kobe wishes she had.
Well, she was on live
Mm.
doing her 1-2.
Yeah.
If she ain't got about 30, she ain't gonna get it.
Right.
Kay, why you always
I
got
don't
to be
think that.
so
No,
hard?
I don't
I'm
think
just
that's true.
saying.
I don't know. I don't think that's. I don't think that's
Oh.
true. I don't think that's true when you've been embedded in church culture. It takes a while to
I
free
mean,
yourself of that
I'm not
indoctrination.
a complete heathen, but
No,
I
I'm
know
not
who
saying
I
being
knew
a
who I
heathen.
was by the time I was 30 though. Come
I
on.
don't
But
think
you know what? I will say this, Kay.
it's
From
control.
from being a PK, I do get what JC is coming from.
It's
Like
Oh,
control,
it's understandable, but Kobe.
and it takes a lot to break.
You
I'm
you
saying,
you
I'm
you
just
know
saying,
what?
it takes a
When I
lot
was
to break free. It takes a lot to
mm,
break free of that
and the thing
ideology.
and I
It's
will say
almost
it
like a
is
cult.
different. It's
It's like a
different.
cult, and
It's
some,
different
yeah.
from men and females because let me say this. When I'm gonna say this, when like I said, I'm a PK. My parents could not control what I do. Okay, I was like I was the Denise Clark of the family. Okay,
There we
Most
go.
so
PK kids,
basically,
most PK kids are
I
bad.
no, I'm just saying I was that person that I will fight you while my mom was up there preaching. Okay, in the church. I have suspended all this stuff. That was me. Like my thing is like we're forced to go to church, okay?
Right.
Unlike other people, we don't have that option. And so we live by that image or whatever, where how can I say this?
say it like
I
it's
told my
true.
parents the reason why I've never had to go to church ever again in my life was I told my family, I said, keep playing with me. When we get to church, I'm gonna grab the microphone, I'm telling them what the family really be doing. They said, you know what? We can't make you go to church if you don't want to. Yeah, because you don't want the real stuff to come on. Like I said, green. That show Green Leaf got nothing on the real leaf. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't want you to hear about that type of stuff. That's why I say when I watch Green Leaf, I say, "Yep, I remember that. That happened at this service on the second service. That happened at revival.
Now
Yep,
But you know
I
what you're
I
saying?
talked to him in the secretary.
That's
Like
one reason I don't go to church as an adult because I was forced to go as a kid. My mama
Me
was a
too.
pew puncher, so we
And
was in
she
But
there.
you
so
know what? You know what she's saying is, even though I am not a preacher's kid, I have been around a lot
Mhm.
of them, and
Right.
that you know what? And I look at them, I look at the kids, and I look at the wife. If it's more than one child, at least one of them children is going to be the destructive one.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The
and
other one's gonna always fall in place. You know, they're
that's
gonna do a
Kobe.
little bit.
And
Yeah,
that's
and
Kobe. She falls in. If you look at her relationship,
yeah.
she go to her parents for everything. Still, Russell goes to her parents for every. They're not free of that indoctrination, and it takes a lot to break free from that. I'm not defending her actions. I'm just trying to shed light
Mhm.
or different light to why
Mm-hmm.
she's the way that she is. It's a lot of trauma that comes in that Detroit church life that I'm saying that they're probably a part of a specific denomination, but
Mhm.
it is very clear that she's been very controlled, and they still control a lot
Do
of
y'all
her
think
life.
her? Do y'all think her and Russell will last when she's about 35? She's gotten a taste of the limelight. She's been given a
She may
voice.
buck.
She's very impressionable. So
Yep.
we don't know if she's gonna stay with the church or she sees the wine and want to drink a little bit more than just communion. We don't know. So
She gonna stay with her husband simply because of the appearance.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
It's not about she some kind of way she gonna try to finesse it,
and
but
I
she
don't
gonna
think it's
stay where she is. She gonna
and I
stay.
don't think it's just because of him and
Oh.
her. I think it goes back to those parents as well. She don't want to dishonor the family. She don't want to be shameful. She don't, like you pretty much have your life mapped out for you. Just like Anthony said, he's the Denise. When you start looking at them clocks and who's been arranged to be with who, and
Mhm.
it runs
The
so
the
complete.
story is deep. It's deep.
Yes, and I think that's
but a lot of
what
times,
you
but a
But
lot sometimes you find situations like that, right? Because she's been codependent on him emotionally, but also mostly financially. And
Yeah.
so maybe this entrepreneurship, she's trying to find her own revenue to start, because people, they start saying, what can I do to start making more money? What can I do to start saving? And so if I do decide, and I don't even think it's about her wanting to leave her husband, she's wanting to trying to find a balance of doing it all. And he has her, just like Marceau was with Tisha, didn't
You
want her
just
out.
go. Yeah. I
Didn't
want a
want her
gym.
going back to school. You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to be a
So I think
chaplain. I want to be a this. I want to be a that. And
it's going to
you
come
can't.
time to where I think Russell is going to give her the ultimatum of either you're going to be the wife in the person I married,
Yeah.
or because she'll never leave, like you said, in fear of what her parents think. But by his mind, he has a set mind of what he feels a family establishment. He's the head of his household and all of those things. He may leave her once she starts, getting these brand deals, having to travel more and all of this, So who knows?
All right, y'all. We are past the hour, and I got to get to the gym. And let me go ahead and speak y'all to everybody those watching. Joshy from Bell Collective will be on tomorrow at 7:30 for an exclusive interview. And then Wednesday, we will be behind the wall for the Love and Marriage Huntsville video part 2. And on Thursday, we will have Dr. Kit and AK Harris will be in the building, and we will be talking about marriage. And I will also be giving out a bunch of hints that's going to go on in the second half of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So you all tune in for everything this week. And you all have
that lineup, Anthony.
Huh?
That's good. I said I like that lineup. That's good.
Oh, let me tell y'all, I worked so hard today to the point that these videos has been draining the mess out of me as far as like getting everything uploaded. I'm still working on my book.
Well, hey, that's your job.
You right.
Hey, that's your job.
I get tired.
Yeah, well,
Aretha,
do what
you gonna
people
leave them
on jobs
alone.
do. Take a break. Take a 15-minute break and get back to work.
Well, let me be like
That's- you-
Latrice.
you- you
I
have-
don't, I
Bravo,
don't,
look.
let me be like I want to work no 9 to 5.
I'm saying, when you're working for yourself, you have to give yourself the same consideration that you give yourself when you're on them other people's job. Because if you don't, you're gonna burn yourself out, and you ain't gonna be no good for none of your jobs.
Let me tell you something. I done created 3 flyers. I'm tired. Okay. But I got everything done. I don't think I need to do is just finish the questions for Thursday. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be asking Dr. Francis some questions, but I'm gonna have AK Harris to analyze the behaviors on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because keep in mind, she's not aware of like all of the YouTube like blogs and all this. She just started watching the show, and I think she's already caught up on everything. Okay. So I'm gonna have her analyze the behaviors of them, and I think she's gonna start doing that on her channel because I told her, I said, let's get everything from a life coach because she like to do like life coach after dark.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So it's really good, and I got their contents. I got their channels in the description, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here just so you all can have it if you all want to go ahead and start following them now. So hold on, let me go ahead and see if I can get this right here.
Anthony, before you go, can you drop
Hold on. You said what now?
Can you drop the caramel puff link for me?
Oh girl, hold up. I sure will.
She's still eating caramel puffs. I know that's right.
I gotta buy me like 10 bags to hold me.
Oh my child, you sound like you got an issue right there.
Baby, it's a good issue.
It's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 10, you sure 10 gonna hold you now?
Yeah, if nobody.
Well, don't take it on your break because Maritha just told Anthony to get a 15-minute break and get on back to work. That sounds like cheese and crackers at your desk. So
that's it.
Don't take.
I mean, you at least take that time to eat the cheese and crackers. Don't be eating it and typing on your computer. Sit there and eat your cheese and crackers like they the best thing going.
In other words, don't leave your desk.
You can, girl. You need to get up.
Is her that's the link to add the life coach right there. That's her name is AK Harris, and I'm gonna put the link up.
I heard that name somewhere before. AK Harris.
Let me jump down here because I can't see the link.
Seems like I done heard that name before.
And I'm putting the link
You might
to.
be thinking about AJ Auntie. AJ
Maybe,
Harris. I think
maybe.
her last name could be Harris. She was the one on the little love coach on what's that? The couples
Oh,
retreat.
oh, okay. It could be, child. Could be. Oh boy.
And I just uploaded the caramel puff. So if you want to get that right there.
It's just I finna say you off tonight, Anthony.
Oh no, I go in at 12.
He work every night except for the weekend.
All right, that's
Oh,
caramel puffs right there, and one. So you all can go ahead and start following AK Harris. She do like I say, life coaching after dark. Baby, she talk about sex. She talk about everything. So you all will
mm.
really enjoy her. But she also have a huge background with mental health, all of that stuff. So go ahead and just follow her if y'all want to go ahead and get a head start for that. But Thursday is going to be really good because we can literally sit and talk about, ask Dr. Francis about the issue with Maurice and Kimmy dealing with having her to have sex with him. Like we're gonna have that conversation.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
his perspective on that.
Huh?
Definitely. I
Yep.
said that would be good to get his perspective on that because I'm over here about to lose my LIE or LIFE, and you want some tail. Who does that?
You right. And all right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good night. And I'll put the link in the description of this video if y'all want to go ahead and start following her too. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, good night, y'all. Thank you. It was good talking with you all.
Make sure
Good
y'all.
night,
Good night. It
sweetheart.
was good
I will
talking
see
with
y'all tomorrow
you.
because I know y'all want to ask this boy some questions about this Bell Collector stuff. But I will say, when I reached out to Josh, he was a little hesitant about coming on because he said, "I know you don't like me." I said, "Dude," I said, "I understand where you're coming from now as the season progressed." So now I'm curious to know, like, what was those other conversations outside of, or what the hell did Cliff call you? Because he called you some different names, but we'll find out tomorrow. Good
Okay.
night, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, everyone have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow AK Harris, all right? Bye-bye.